are 7 key characters in the Charles Dickens novel of facts, factories, and friendship, Hard Times. Louisa Gardner absorbs her father's teachings about the value of factual analysis and pure reason as a child, rejecting imagination and sentiment completely. She marries Mr. Bounderby, a man 30 years older, because she believes it matters little whom she marries and has no other prospects at the time. When she meets James Harthouse, she spins into a crisis of conscience and must reevaluate her understanding of herself and her world. Mr. Josiah Bounderby proudly, loudly, and frequently proclaims to have been born in a ditch, abandoned there by his mother, and rescued by an abusive grandmother who raised him. None of that is true. He believes his factory workers feel entitled to what he calls luxuries, but are really basic necessities of life. Mr. Thomas Gradgrind raises his students and his children to embrace factual analysis and logic. He grows increasingly fond of his kind-hearted and imaginative ward, Sissy Jupe. Later, he abandons pure reason for a more balanced approach to life. Tom Gradgrind grows up feeling resentful of his father's philosophies and hating his own work. Referred to as a whelp, Tom is often irresponsible, entitled, selfish, disreputable, and dishonest. He steals from the bank and attempts to frame Stephen Blackpool for the crime. Sissy Jupe is the daughter of a circus clown who hopes his daughter will get an education and have a more stable life than he and the circus could provide. Sissy is a poor student of Mr. Gradgrind's facts and reason-based curriculum, but she realizes facts are not the only basis for knowledge. Stephen Blackpool works in one of Mr. Bounderby's factories and is married to an alcoholic he'd like to divorce so he can marry Rachel, the woman he loves. But divorce is not possible for people with no money and influence. He does his duty and work until his honesty and desire to avoid trouble anger both the union organizer and his employer. Mrs. Sparsit was born and married within a higher class than her occupation, as Mr. Bounderby's housekeeper implies. She plots against Louisa, accidentally exposing Mr. Bounderby's fraudulent life story.